It was on the 18th of September 2016, when Uri was under a devastating Pakistani terror attack, that Major Mike Tango was activated. Deployed at the time in Siachen on a temporary assignment, he was immediately summoned to the Uri sector, arriving there 48 hours later with his men. What you're about to hear are the first public words by Major Mike Tango since the surgical strikes.
Since we were so close to Pakistan Army posts, we had little or no movement. They may have suspected Special Forces presence on the LOC, but being spotted was not an option.
Major Tango and his men had not been informed of their precise targets yet, but they were certain they were about to embark on a revenge mission across the line of control, and that the highest officer in the government would shortly sign off on the operation. As he waited for his orders, Major Tango switched on his camp television only on 2 occasions. First, on September the 24th, to watch Prime Minister Modi's speech in Kerala, and the second, 2 days later, to catch External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj's speech at the UN General Assembly in New York. The same night, the Major received his final standby orders and the top-secret list of targets in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And now, the most explosive detail never before known.
Through mass communications, we contacted 4 assets across the LOC, 2 local villagers in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and 2 Jaish-e-Mohammed operatives who had been turned by Indian agencies a few years ago.
A shattering revelation that adds thundering new color to India's operation. The Major has also revealed for the first time the weapons he and his team carried for their daring assault mission. These included M4A1 assault carbines, Tavor TAR-21 assault rifles, Galil sniper rifles, Instalatsa C90 disposable grenade launchers, and night vision goggles.
As team leader, my concern was to get all my men out safely. I had chosen the best men for the job, but the one thing bothering me was the de-induction, the return. That's where I knew I could lose, guys.
With final checks done, on the night of September the 27th, 2016, Major Mike Tango and his men departed their camp and crossed the line of control into hostile territory. They trekked 3 kilometers inside Pakistan-occupied Kashmir.
This was meant to be total surprise action, and it was. But as we neared our targets, the Pakistan Army posts began firing illumination rounds to light up the area. If they could even smell us, we would have had a fight on our hands. And their positions meant they could dominate us.
As the Major and his men crawled towards the launch pads, he made a critical decision in the name of safety and secrecy to postpone the attack till the following night, but spend the next 24 hours completely hidden in the most hostile territory imaginable.
That night, I downloaded a set of coded text messages from Srinagar with updated intelligence and a pair of photographs of the area taken by the Indian Air Force Heron surveillance drones flying near the LOC.
It was on the night of September the 28th that the famous assault began, with the elimination of 2 terrorists guarding the launch pad.
From a distance of 50 meters, I opened fire at the 2 terrorists, dropping them instantly. I ordered my men behind me to move towards the launch pad and open heavy fire directly. Then our assault teams moved in, all guns blazing. Nearly every bullet fired found a target.
In a terrifying development, 2 terrorists were spotted trying to outflank the Indian warriors and ambush them from behind, but Major Tango had spotted them.
Realizing that the 2 terrorists would in seconds be in a position to shoot down my men with a few bursts of fire, I sprinted through the forest directly towards them. I didn't have time to raise my carbine, so I used my Beretta 9mm pistol to kill them from 5 feet away.
A total of 20 terrorists were killed at the 2 launch pads attacked by Major Tango's team that night. with the other two teams eliminating a further 20 more between them. The official death toll standing at about 40 terrorists and 2 Pakistan Army soldiers. In his interview in the new book, Major Tango also reveals how the return to safe territory was a scary game of the hunters becoming the hunted. Listen to what happened in his own words.
A decision had to be made whether to risk taking the speedy escape route that would bring with it the certainty of angry firepower from the Pakistani post, to trek a different path that would be longer, more circuitous, but would offer a safe passage to the warriors.
Major Tango and his men chose the latter, a decision that almost definitely played a part in saving their lives and limbs. Listen to the devastating experience of the return in the officer's own words.
Furious by the attack, the Pakistan Army posts opened fire with everything they had, from medium machine guns to rocket-propelled grenades. Ammunition of every kind, shot of heavy artillery, rained down on earth around us. At one point, the bullets were so close that they were literally whistling past our ears.
It was finally at 4:30 a.m. on the 29th of September 2016 that Major Mike Tango and his band of Special Forces warriors crossed back across the line of control to safety. A trail of devastation and history behind them. Shiv Arur in Delhi for India Today.